Hello, Hart Flying, and all the listeners and followers. My name is Madeline Ungurain, and this is a little bit about my story. I started flying in 2017 out in Jasper, Alberta, and I moved to Squamish shortly after that to continue my training. I'm a single mom of 10-year-old twin boys. My goal is to complete my commercial pilot license in the next 2 weeks and then to continue working on my instructor rating. My goal is to have my instructor rating all finished up by the summertime. It's been a long journey in aviation. It took me about 3 years to get my private pilot license, and I'm still working at it hard, trying to finish up that commercial. I fly out of Squamish, BC. I've had the opportunity to fly throughout Ontario, Alberta, and BC all along my aviation journey. It's been so much fun, and I've had so many wild experiences along the way. I left Ontario when I was 22 years old with my then 3-year-old sons. We started a whole new life in Jasper, Alberta after I had finished culinary school, and it was there that I fell in love with aviation. There were no flying schools where I lived, so it took me a very long time to figure out how I was going to achieve my goal. If it weren't for a freelance instructor moving to Jasper, I wouldn't have been able to start flying there. I got 25 hours of flying in, and my first solo. As a new pilot, I wasn't aware of certain regulations. After my instructor disappeared one day, without a trace, I started going through documents and quickly learned that my name was not on the aircraft registration and that all of my hours were invalid. I decided to uproot my boys for the second time and move across Canada once again to Squamish, BC, where I knew there was a flight school and I'd be close to an aviation community where I could gain some support. To deal with. It's just happened in the last few days. On March 4th, my boyfriend passed away in the night unexpectedly. So that's just been overwhelming, and it happened. I learned about it just before this scholarship was announced, actually. So, I've never experienced anything like this before, but I'm going to do everything I can to keep moving forward throughout this difficult time, and I'm going to try to use this as motivation to keep pushing, because that's what Scott would want for me to do. I met Scott the day after I finished my private pilot license. I met him and I got to know him, and we were together for about a year. He was my biggest fan. He loved watching me do my flight planning. He loved coming out to the airport, going flying with me. He loved to learn about all of my achievements each time I passed a check ride or a written exam. Any new milestone I reached, he was my biggest supporter, and he loved how hard I worked towards this goal. The whole reason I had set these timelines for finishing my commercial in March and finishing the instructor rating by the summer was so that I could move back to Ontario to be with him. He lives in Ontario, and my whole family's there as well, so it just kind of all worked out when things started to get serious with us. I thought it was perfect. I'll finish my commercial before the summer. The kids will be done school. I can apply for a job. I can move back home. I'll have the family support while I'm working, and I'll be with Scott, and we can start building our life together. And then this happened, so I know he would want me to keep trying, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep flying high for him, and I'm just going to think about him every time I'm up there. I know that he's watching over me, and he's rooting for me.
Hey guys, come back.
The reason I believe I am worthy of this scholarship is my level of perseverance, and not just that, but what I plan to do with my career and my life. My life goal is to serve others and to use the skills that I have, my God-given skills. After working as a flight instructor, my lifelong goal is to work as a missionary pilot and bring aid to remote communities around the globe while sharing my faith with others. I believe that no matter how difficult of a crisis you're going through, you can always help somebody. There's always going to be somebody out there who's worse off than you are at this exact moment in time. And even if all you have are the clothes on your back, you can make a difference in someone's life, and you can help them. That's what it's all about, and that's what we're all here for. I've dedicated my life to serving others, and I've overcome so many obstacles, not just in aviation, but in my life, as a young mom, as a determined person. The challenges that I've had to face, you could say are because I'm a woman, you could say because I'm a mom, but at the end of the day, we all face challenges. We're all human, and pilots especially. Women may need to fight a little bit harder to reach the same level of recognition that a man would, but that's not to say that men don't have their own challenges too. We all face challenges. It's a super competitive industry, and I think the only way that we can succeed is by lifting each other up and working together. So that's what I plan to do. I love volunteering my time. I've been super involved with the 99s for the last 5 years, and I continue to volunteer in any way that I can. I'm currently a news coordinator for the 99s. I recently joined Elevate Aviation, and I hope to become involved with their mentorship program. I volunteer in my community with my kids' school and hockey team. And, in the past, I volunteered in the church, anywhere that I really can.
Hey guys, I'm coming to you from Squamish, BC. I'm here at the Squamish Airport, and I'm just getting ready for a flight today. I started working here as a flight dispatcher 2 years ago. I left my job as a chef so that I could become more involved with my flying goals and really apply myself. It got to the point where I had to choose one or the other. It was just too much to be a chef and try to become a pilot as well. So that's when things started to get real for me, and I became really involved with everybody here. Started to realize that I really love being at the flight school, and I have a passion for becoming a flight instructor.
I have flown to 31 different airports in 13 different aircraft all across Canada in the last 12 months. I've left BC 3 times in the last 3 months just so that I could time build in other provinces where the weather is better, all in order to meet my goals and the deadlines that I set for myself. I'm a determined person, and when I have a goal, there is nothing that will stand in the way of it. This scholarship will fund the majority of my instructor rating, which I have already started, and if I win this scholarship, that will allow me to complete the entire instructor rating in the time frame that I would really like to, which would be just before July. And otherwise, I'll find a way to do it because I always do. And winning this scholarship would mean the world to me, not just because of the financial gain, but most importantly, it would just be recognition that my hard work and all of the many sacrifices that I've had to make have been worth it and are recognized, and that there are truly people out there who are rooting for me and believe in me and want to see me succeed. Being selected as a finalist for this scholarship already validates all of that, and I can't thank you all enough. I look forward so much to finding out who the winner of this scholarship is, and congratulations to whoever that might be. May we all continue to lift each other up and pay forward all of the skills that we have and all of the blessings that we have to the future generation of pilots so we can continue to grow the aviation industry. I hope to see you all soon. Take care.